Welcome on in, everyone. Thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate it. Welcome on in, Ilianos. Welcome on in, GTR. Welcome on in, Swariel. Welcome on in, Fine Point, Cynic Deval. Welcome on in, Ruffles. Glad to have you, Sweet Beans. Welcome on in, Kronos. Welcome on in, Casper Howls. Glad to have you as well. Welcome on in, Moonbear. Welcome on in, NPC. Welcome on in, Thanos. Glad to have you as well. Can we shout out for Thanos? But yeah, happy Monday. Storky Morky. me when I'm Orky the Storky Morky. I'm sorry, I just had a stroke, but you know that's how it goes. Where the Borb drones? Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it is Monday. And we're gonna be doing things a little bit like usually I would be playing games on Mondays. However, you know, it's a good thing that I unintentionally waited to start the music, so that way we can get the Borb missile out of the way. Because I keep forgetting that we do start every episode, every stream now. Every episode, the next episode of Starky Morph Z. But yeah, I went to IndieFurCon over the weekend. I need to actually like upload a bunch of photos, because I took a ton of photos during the fursuit parade. Also, I did manage to fix Nightbot. It turns out that there was a very hidden option to disconnect and reconnect the bot, and that did fix it. Let's see. But yeah, IFC was a lot of fun. I basically only went for one day because I was at IFC, I was at Indy FurCon for 12 hours, which 12 hours is a fuck ton of time. You don't realize how fucking how tiring 12 hours is in a convention until you actually experience it. Do you release the backup music bot in case I do have? To be fair, I have the backup bot set up already, so like it would just be a matter of like me opening the program. But yeah. So Saturday I went to Indy FurCon. Mostly I ended up hanging out with some friends who were out of Colorado because they were visiting. That was a lot of fun. I got a bunch of stuff from like the dealer's den and artist alley, and then what was it? Yeah, I got some stuff for me and for some friends who I want to show appreciation for, and then yeah, it's I wanted to go Sunday, and I woke up Sunday morning and I kept snoozing my alarm because I was fucking exhausted. And yeah, I just not have the energy to go on Sunday, so I didn't. I ended up getting groceries. Why the fuck Ugin $7? Power creep. I part of me wanted to respond to that also with 6 Veganias. Welcome on, Brianna. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Go to motherfucking Wario. Oh no, that's not the right one. Invert selected area. 2 avocados. 2 avocados. but she has 7 legs. 6 Vegania. Which Ugin? The original Ugin. Ugin the Spear Dragon. I think that was the original Ugin. I think so? Yeah. Okay, who's avocado? That's adorable. Okay, Brian has like such cute emotes. I swear, the free pin is so creative.
Where the
What's up, Chris?
Inflation is just the old version of power creep.
Yeah, you're not. I would actually say that you're not necessarily correct. Because there are people who I've seen shrinkflation art. Yes, like that is an actual thing. Is people doing shrinkflation where they get small but then big and round. So they just end up being like a fucking it's basically the equivalent of turning into like a not a medicine ball, but like one of those like yoga balls. Okay, so that is, I guess to be fair, this is the body color. So let me go ahead and approve that. So shrinking. Yeah, so it's the opposite of power creep. And besides, when I say furry power creep, I usually refer to the continually increasing donger sizes that furries do all the time, just constantly. Okay, so like it's mostly just tummy, undertail, and the hair. That are this color. Everything else I think is using the So what's going on with the face? Yeah, so it's the tummy, undertail, hair, and I guess the inside of the ears. Okay, there are any special versions of cards I freaked out about recently? Every anime version of the Final Fantasy cards. Your personas are not built like Ken dolls. Yeah, okay, we got the achievement for bigger, even though, you know what? Bigger, rounder. Also, we have redemption for Thanos. We did, excellent. I just want to make sure, but yeah. So like largely, I just exist nowadays. I should probably hold up. You know what? I should probably make a slight adjustment to the line art to add the like little tummy situation, so that way like. Because I realize, like, every time I shift colors, like, if I'm doing, like, lined art, every time I shift the colors, I have to, like... There we go.
Rats, rats.
What's up, Crisp?
Where the rats?
Stocky, help, I shot one of the Vict. I mean, volunteer with a shrinkflation beam, and now they became a black hole, and half of the city is annihilated.
That's probably fine. That's you know, listen. We have a localized black hole. That means we can turn them into a power source. You know, it swings and roundabouts. We got to work with it. Like, you know, when life gives you lemons, you make lemon grenades. It's just like my model. Read about how poof instant TF is garbage as TF is about the journey, not the destination. I actually disagree. I go ahead and refund yourself on the Hopeless Core rant, because I think that there is validity in both forms of TF. I have the you know, fine print. Welcome on in Akaborb and 8th Wolf. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bane. Because I think there is interesting things to be done with the poof and instant TF. Welcome on in, Jaren. Glad to have you, Sweet Bane. We show for Jaren. But regular TF is fun. Yeah, regular TF is fun. Poof TF can also be fun. Because, you know, it's like, 1 second you're just human, next second, boom. You have like, animal instincts you gotta deal with. Like, you know, you instantly shredded your clothes. There's things to enjoy about Poof TF that you're not necessarily going to get from, like, the slow TF. And I think that both of them have appeal. I want TF that's more like a magical girl transformation. Oh, you just want the consequences? I mean, okay. So I'm not saying that like, you know, it's like, oh, it's just the consequences. It's more just like there is validity and I think interest in the like discombobulation of suddenly becoming your Sona. Gradual TF. Because what if you suddenly, like, over the course of like 20 years TF'd into your Sona? Like, at that point it's like, yeah, there's sudden onset alteration. Yeah, like, that's like, you know, it's like, okay, like every single like you know, like hair that's grown, every single like, you know, like bone adjustment, you become yeah, 20 years Son of Bideo. Yeah, exactly. Like, if I wanted to actually TF, I'd be like, yeah, like 5 to 10 years. So that way, like, I have time to like adjust to the changes. But I think there is fun to be had in the confusion and discombobulation that happens from just boom, suddenly aminal. Okay, so this is everything. Okay. There we go. Getting to discover something has subtly changed every other week. Okay, well, not that gradual, like maybe just a few minutes. But I think that, like, you know, I think both things could potentially be fun. Oh, wait, I'm dumb. I was on the wrong layer. How recommend song? How song? Exclamation mark SR, and then either a YouTube search query or a YouTube link. That's it, Chris.
Cold take, human TF as in where you TF into a human is not fun, like good job you transformed into Greg from accounting, not a cool dragon or a drone, are you proud?
I mean, listen, you know, we gotta get the normies into the TF fandom somehow. You get them on just like, you know, TF or like, you know, it's like, oh, I wanted to suddenly becomes hot lady with big booba. Then you really fucking get them by turning them into Renamon. And then boom, instant furry. Poof / instant TF is like immediate TF. Just be the one scene from the substance and your persona cracks out from you like a shredded tarantula. Both valid TFs though, being the TF fiend that I am. It's like, you know, I will sample all that the TF buffet has to offer. Oh Lord, the Renamon, you see? You see, like, but you're not gonna immediately get normies being like, oh, like I want to become Renamon. No, you gotta give them the like intermediary step of being, you know, a big booby lady first. That's how you get them. All right. Whoops, where Garurumon? Exactly. But what if you did the bait and switch? You think you get to be a cool Digimon? Starky, did you know that Soda Pop and the Rickroll song are the same beat and key, so you can mix them together? Is that an implication about what you're going to be adding to the queue later?
Wretch. Wretch.
What's up, Crisp?
We're the wretch.
Remember folks, most TF enjoyers don't really like the instant TF since there is no fun in just instantly becoming the thing you want to become : 3.
I know, but it's also, you know, you can't hate on people who do enjoy it. Like, that's, you know, it's being
Holy
disrespectful.
shit at Monkey Kinsu, I just saw what you posted in your cursed corner and all I have to say is same.
No, I said I would be doing real songs doesn't mean I cannot plant the seeds in there. That's fair. But no, what I'm saying is, like, okay, so the fight, like, it's the fucking, the, like, oh, like, is God real or is God, like, is, you know, is God real or not? Like, the reason this fucking argument goes nowhere is because the burden is always on the proof person making the claim. If you're saying poof TF sucks, then you have to, like, ostensibly prove why it is objectively worse. That's like, you know, otherwise you're like, it's, you know, it's, you're yucking other people's yums. And like, that's, you know, of all of the things to yuck other people's yums about, I think poof TF is pretty low on the list of things I'd be like, nah, I don't care. Okay. Oh shit, man. Okay, I gotta get these toesies still. There we go. Poof TF is pretty situational. Woo woo! Welcome on in, Raiders. Good to have ya. Those who don't know, Strike More, Big Chaos Spring Internet, right? Stream library Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 PST. Mostly play indie games, however, every Tuesday and Friday. I guess we're fair, it's Monday today. Sub's up in a while. Hopefully you've been doing alright, you sweet bean. You missed a few spots, Starkey. Are you talking about like around the yeah, I see. But yeah, hopefully you've been doing well. It has been a hot minute. There's a coin pusher roguelike. I did see that. Oh, don't worry, sorry, y'all. I already saw what the title of this song is. And low-key, it's kind of a banger. It's been alright. Played the one game I got on my way to avoid, lol. League of Legends? No. How is War Thunder? I'm assuming that the noodles are supposed to be the same color as the beard. I was certainly mixed as usual. I usually do Tarkov or modded Minecraft. That's fair. I've not really played my Tarkov, but I have seen a lot of people play, and it looks interesting. If maybe not necessarily my particular interest. Did someone say mods? Oh no, you've activated one of the regulars here at Bird. Welcome on to Monomia. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. What about the lower lip area? Oh, I see. I did miss this. I'm not trying, like do mind though, like I'm not, you know, just in case you are concerned, I'm not trying to like miss things. It's just that there is a lot of edges going on in this piece.
Wretch. Wretch. We're the wretch.
What's up, Crisp?
Starkey, what's the most common illness in NYC? Bronchitis.
Terrible. I love it, but just PvE, modded Minecraft, and working on a memorial project for a friend. I mean, I'm glad that you're doing something to memorialize them. I'm assuming that they passed somewhat recently. I'm sorry you had to go through that, but hopefully, like, you know, this will give you some sense of peace. But yeah, no, let me see. We're currently in the process, so I have a redeem that lets me turn people into orbs. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. We're gonna do something from after at MFF. That's great. I mean that sincerely. Like I'm so happy that the furry fandom has like such connectivity, and like the connections people make are like so real that when someone does pass, there's like, you know, I'm glad that people get to know each other in the furry community so deeply that like there is mourning that happens. That like there is a celebration of a life that was lived. As someone who lost people close to me, it's important to remember those you care about. Yep. I'm relatively lucky in that I have not experienced a major loss in my life. At least not yet. Not knock on wood. I really don't see it in other communities. Yeah, exactly. It's like I think that's something like that makes the furry community genuinely special. Here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do that and then grab this over here because I it looks like it's like faded, like it's cross faded. Which means I want to do probably smaller than that. There we go. But you know, like if you gotta like rest up and take care after stream, I completely get it. I definitely know that I'm the kind of person where like after I stream, I need like a solid like 10 to 30 minutes to just like not exist for a bit. So I speed ran through the 7 ascent difficulties on peak. I mean, to be fair, like if you get like a particularly easy mountain on a given day, like it is pretty easy to go through all of those. So like that, you know, that checks out. I don't necessarily super like how that's... There we go. Sounds like a fun time. Just gonna snack and chill with the homies in VC, local, popping and out while lurking, for sure. I completely understand. Go, like, hopefully have a wonderful evening. Thank you again for bringing everyone over, for trusting your community with me. I'll be sure to you know, to take good care of them. No, use the cannon glitch, bug, it's funny. Oh, is there a bug associated with the cannon? If meaning to drop by for sure. I definitely noticed that, you know, there was a bit where, you know, where I was like, what because like there are certain people like you know, I never like really comment on stuff like that whenever it does happen because I assume that's like, you know, it's like something came up and they're like, you know, they can't, you know, they can't just put their life on pause for whatever Birdman's on the internet. But yeah, I'm glad to see that you're doing well in spite of, you know, in spite of the loss. Yeah, just shove an object inside, and it goes flying. The momentum transfers to the player. Oh, that's right. I have heard about this, but like, don't you need like a healing kit or something to like survive the fall damage? Over the years, I've learned to just take it if you know what I mean. I mean, I think I know what you mean. Like, you know, insofar as that, just like let the, you know, not like compartmentalize, but just like, you know, like, you know, just try your best to not think about it. Oh, well, thank you for taking my shirt. You know what? Feel free. Enjoy the shirt. If you're high enough, you can just take. Okay, but like, what do you like? What do you mean if you're high enough, you can just take like fall damage still exists because you would be falling. So like you like at a certain height you just don't take fall damage? Because if so, that definitely feels like a bug. Sure, sure, God, welcome on a Goose Scoot. Glad to have you sleeping. If one of my mods is available, could we get a shout for Goose Scoot? Oh, you would be so absurdly high up in the air. Terminal velocity. Okay, is there any... I gotta say, like, coloring this is relatively easy. In fact, I'm like a little, I feel like I'm missing something. Like over 1K in height. I mean, to be fair, like 1K in height is like 2 zones, isn't it? I don't know how tall each zone is. But, you know, hopefully you've been doing well, Goose. Okay. There we go. Now I gotta add the like little sparklies. It's a few hundred meters. Like for each segment. Yeah, I did not. I feel like it should be like it'd be closer to like, I guess if you're like a few hundred, and my thought is like, you know, it's gonna be close to like 500. So like I'm on the right like magnitude. If I don't have like the specifics. Oh, that actually does remind me of a thing that happened somewhat recently that I thought was really, really funny. So like I was applying for jobs on the Canada Job Bank, and like they have like various quizzes to be like, hey, like what job would you do well in Canada? And I was filling them out, and one of the quizzes was unironically like, I would say it was like, how good are you at estimating things? And considering I was able to estimate within like a couple $100, like you know, something very specific about someone's like someone's, oh, hello. Well, good thing I noticed that. Because I was able to, you know, estimate within a couple $100 someone's, you know, financial records. I would say I'm pretty good at estimation. Last thing I got over was 18,000 right now. I guess to be fair, like that's the question. How high up is the top of the kiln? How high up is the peak? I had to peek on my first try. Well, my group did.
Rats. We're rats.
That implies that you yourself did not get to the peak.
Having two personas is so conflicting. Like, what persona do I transform into on June 24th, 2032, when all us on us become real, or in TF stories? Like, I can't be both of my personas at once.
What if you gain the ability to TF between both your personas at will? Not with that attitude. Oh, so I should probably like, oh yeah, peak tracks the distance traveled, not the height. So but I need to stop buying 2 feet of wiener. That would not be today. What do you mean just buying 2 feet of wiener? Also, why are you measuring? I'm gonna crash out. I was on the wrong layer. You beat the game if you're at -1 height. I was vaguely aware of that. I know they had to patch a thing. Like they patched a glitch with the game where like they were only considering how far you are along the x-axis. So like people would just yeet themselves super far ahead to like where the map's not loaded, and immediately like clear the game. There's a Dog and Suds-esque place nearby, so I've been doing takeout for 2 feet of wiener. I respect it. You know what? I kind of like. I'm not necessarily the hugest fan of like Sonic music, but I like Sonic music. But I'm also like, I get tired of it pretty quickly. Looking at Starkey, oh, thank you. The morally correct circumference of wiener, 2 feet. I mean, listen, you're in the furry community. Depending on who you're speaking to, they might be you know, they might take issue with that specific unit. Please tell me I was on the right layer. I was not on the right layer. Fine. How was I on the wrong layer twice? It's amazing. Yeah, but you gotta admit, City Pop live and learn rules. I actually am a big fan of this so far. I feel like some people in the fandom would say that is a little, that is too little, Starkey. That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, like two for some people in the fandom, 2 feet, not nearly enough. It's just part of the process of wrong layers forever. My Evangelion pout thing is infinite dopamine generation. Evangelion pout thing? Okay. Because the idea is that we want to copy these over because there we go. I got one of those things that changes depending on what angle you look at it from. It's Rei/Asuka pout. All right, merge with the layer below. All right, is that everything there is? I'm like doing a quick check of the reference. And I think I got everything. This was like the coloring for this one was like surprisingly simple. Cronus, if you're lurking, Starkey, did you hear that Silksong actually has a booth at Gamescom? I figured as much. They said that there was gonna be like a demo, so why wouldn't there be a booth? You called? Is this... Are you happy with this, or is there any changes you want me to make? Because I think I got all of the colors all fixed up for you.
Spin!
It looks good? Alright, perfect. Here, let me go and...
Spin!
Okay, so I definitely was watching something yesterday where someone was excited about Silksong and I made the joke 10 seconds before we may even get a release date. I mean, listen, the game will come out when it comes out. I'm not getting, you know, I'm not getting hyped. Here, I need to do my check. This is the check where like I make sure that I have. Okay, perfect. Because like this shows like if I use contrasting colors, it shows very easily. Like if I accidentally did like any painting outside the lines, Swal got his bone broken. Yeah, that tends to happen. I do like how my mods have chosen various flavors of Scream as their corresponding spin sounds. Let's just hope Silksong's worth the wait. I'm not hoping for shit. I just want to play Silksong, and I expect that I will enjoy Silksong, and that's the only expectation I'm going in with. All right, let me go and export the time lapse real quick, and then I gotta export the image, and then we're gonna start on. I think I'm gonna do some gift art. As long as you have fun, it's worth it. Yeah. So like that'll, you know. Okay, let me see. I need to make sure it's in the right folder. Oh, is it Menomia? Menomia, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Live Chat. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Here, let me go ahead and save Chronos real quick. And export as single layer PNG. All of the sexy parts of the, you know, the like art process that y'all definitely come here for. All right, let me go grab Swariel or grab Chronos in his DMs, and then I send it over to him, and I'm like, "Here's your orb." Okay, I gotta figure out my file system. That's too far. That's too many folders back. My Siege offerings, Chronos. There we go. Orb. All right. Hopefully enjoy the orb. Grab them by the DMs. All right. Now is like the fucking the eternal like this is like the thinker of like every single goddamn time I try to make art is what fucking dimensions do I use?
Rats. We're rats. We're the rats.
What's up, Crisp?
Starkey of Wisdom. I am feeling EP, but I have 3 elixirs of stamina, Ghost Energy Drink, and what flavor should I pick? Sour watermelon, sour black cherry, or sour pink lemonade?
Get a normal night's sleep is what I would say. Just do regular paper size. Also, this fucking song slaps ass. This is I love the Hayashi from Dan to Dan. They're fucking great. Cherry and sleep. How about just sleep? Don't. It's 5 p.m. and I slept from 10 to 9 yesterday. But yeah, so enjoy. I like every time I like something happens in day to day, and I'm constantly like, what the fuck is happening? Okay, but no, like, if you feel like you absolutely must stay up, I personally would go with the cherry, because I prefer cherry over watermelon and lemonade. All right. The question is, what I need a thumbnail, because I have no idea what I want to draw. Or rather, I know the subject, I just want to figure out a pose. Why am I struggling so much to just draw a fucking square? It's fine. Okay. So my idea is I want to do like a guitar piece. Or I guess it would be specifically a bass, I think. Okay, so it would be the guitar would be like along here. That's like way too big of a guitar. What the fuck? By the way, this month's Humble Bundle is nice. I got Persona 5 Royale and Little Gator Game for around $15. That's pretty good, actually. Okay, so thumbnailing is pain made manifest, but I think I'm figuring out the pose. Okay. I'm gonna put a little frog on his leg. Okay. Let's see. But also, like, since we're doing thumbnailing, I'm gonna also like rock out some other ideas real quick. Just like make sure I'm not like restricting myself to a single pose. That like there might be something more compelling. Let's see. How do I do line of action stuff? Especially with like guitars, because like it to some degree constrains where the hands are placed, because they have to be like they have to be like within like a same like a specific diameter of each other, which naturally makes the body Well, to be fair, like it's good because it separates the body, like, you know, so it's not just like one form. Okay, how the question is like, how do people like guitar players, how do they hold the guitar away from themselves? I guess like the idea is like they have this, they have the guitar strap. Hmm. This has like more like action to it for sure. And it makes use of like a dynamic angle. This is like the deep, you know, I I feel like I get by on a lot of like shenanigans just by being able to kind of like logic my way through stuff. This is one of those things where like I like this is just a matter of like practice and knowing what like is and isn't appealing to the eyes. Cause like if I break it down into like, you know, like the component like lines of action. Like I guess this one's like this one's a little bit more complex. This is like mostly just like an X. I kind of like the complexity a little bit more. Hmm. I'm trying to think of like a third pose. I guess to be fair, like the upside of like, you know, the downside of complex like the downside of complexity is that it's gonna be a little bit muddier. Um, but like the upside is that like there's more visual appeal to it. I guess like maybe I'm overthinking this. Welcome to me doing art, overthinking things all the fucking time. Let's see. What is this? Yu-Gi-Oh! Italian theme? Why does it go so hard? This is a banger, actually. Hmm. Rule of thirds. So this one makes better use of the rule of thirds. Actually, to be fair, they both do. Hmm. I'm just gonna like look at guitar poses for inspiration. Actually, I think I found the reference that's gonna be foundational for this. Thank you, DuckDuckGo, for having a feature that removes all of the AI. So I was able to find this relatively quickly. Hold up, let me erase all this. Most, yeah. I mean, listen, I'm just glad it is a feature that they're willing to be like, yeah. It gets rid of a, like, more than 0. This is actually like, let's see. There's more than a few sites that have stable diffusion in the URL that are still not filtered, but I love that feature. Yeah, exactly. It's not going to be perfect, but it is better than the shit show that is using Google right now. Oops, almost sent the wrong thing. That's one less thing to mentally filter out. Exactly. Hold up, I might, because I want there to be a little more space. This is a banger. Hold up. I respect y'all for I respect y'all for bringing some bangers. I'm here for it. There's definitely a way for me to there's a way for me to edit the canvas so that way I can make it a little bit wider. I should probably need to like make that. There we go. Change canvas size. There we go. This is the opening for Code Geass. I'll be honest with you, I've actually never seen Code Geass, but this is a banger. Okay, there we go. I probably should have grabbed a reference for the person that I'm going to be drawing. But fuck it, we ball. I'm gonna do a little bit of you know messing around with the pose because I do want him leaning more forward. Anyone know guitars to say what chord he's playing? Honestly, it just looks like he's just holding, like, let's see, that's like the, I don't know guitars. Nope. Code Geass is perfect if you love the stuff for Death Note. Never seen, I'll be honest with you, never seen Death Note either. But he's got great hair, he really does. Let's see. Add the hips. Let's see. Hip would be like right here. Welcome on, Shadraw. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Good shout for Shadraw. Borb, Durg, points at you. Points at you, points at the Durg. Actually, to be fair, it would probably be like more, because like the hips are like, they're significantly bigger, so. Need to probably also like keep perspective into mind. Perspective, you could, how goes the art, cutie? It's going all right. We just finished up a orb for Kronos, who is a Durg, and then now I'm working on a gift piece for a friend. I imagine some of you will recognize him. I'm like, I don't want to invoke him. I can kind of exaggerate. I can kind of exaggerate the pose a little bit, right? Because it's you know. There you go. I'm sorry, Straw, but I must do this. I have requested it. I've held him at gunpoint. Explode. I cast a detonate. Detonate what? Detonate you. Welcome on in, Struggle for Waffle. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. 2 Durgs showing up back to back. But you know, how are you holding up? Can you also get a shout out for the Struggle for Waffles? The music awakened me. I actually don't recognize this song. It's a banger, though. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? Okay. I do recognize that. Okay, so if I think about, like, where's the, it's like, pecs? I have to figure out some anatomy things real quick. Because the person I'm drawing has huge, big old big tummy. So like I gotta figure out where to place the guitar, so that way, like, because it's, you know, it's like boom, it's like boom baklat, pleading. I put another OP for Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So if I think about like where the, you know.
Wretch, wretch,
What's up, Chris?
we're the wretch.
Remember, the difference between dragons and kobolds persona-wise is that dragons are more often smug tops, while
Yes.
kobolds are always bottoms. When was the last time you saw a kobold top?
I mean, I've seen, like, I did see like a like role swap comic between like a dragon that like a dragon that was like shrinking and a kobold that was growing. So like it is rare, but it does happen. So about that, Yashra? Yeah, is there something something you want to tell us? Okay. Kobold's top when it's another kobold. Let's see. I need to probably like I know a kobold top. That's fair. Okay, so it would probably be like slightly bigger because it's like closer to the focus lens, but also like, you know, just it would be just higher up. Y'all have no faith. What did you think I wasn't a what? Did you think I wasn't a smug top? Y'all have no faith? Listen, all I'm saying is I make no preconceived judgments. You know, you're more than free to live out whatever kobold you know, oriented dream you would like to pursue personally. Okay. So then I need to move hand. So hand needs to move somewhere around here. Because it is going to be further away because of Tumby. There we go. I have a friend who has a Kobold Dom character. I mean, you could be a Dom and still a bottom. Power bottoms are a thing. There we go. The band name is Nico Touches the Walls. I don't know why Nico is touching the wall. It's not illegal or anything, but it's just weird. I mean, you got like, did Nico wash his fucking hands first? Because like he's gonna get oil on the wall. It's gonna fuck up the fucking, you know. I don't want to have to repaint those walls. Don't touch the wall, you weirdo. Okay, let's hide that. Okay, we got a base to work with. There we go.
Wretch.
What's up, Chris?
We're the wretch.
Remember, instead of spending $200 on the latest Hoyoverse character, you can get 200 cans of Arizona iced tea and the other delicious products.
I love
Shout
Arizona.
out to Arizona for stuff only being cheap in
I
2025.
bought fucking 2 gallons of Arizona green tea for 99 cents each. They're full fucking gallons. They were marked down from $2.59. I was like, abso-fucking-lutely, are you kidding me? But yeah, also we're about to run our first set of 3-minute ads. We run those every hour to turn off pre-rolls. People don't have to deal with the ads as soon as they join the stream. So feel free to go grab a snack, go grab some hydration. Go take care of yourself. Go pet a dog. Go call your mother. Let her know you're thinking about her or that you appreciate her. If you have of course only if you have good, you have a positive relationship with your mother. If not, then go find a new mother. You can do that in 3 minutes, right? Ignore that irrelevant Chris zoom into Chris. That was not implying anything. You can also go to the store and get Arizona iced tea. Okay. Okay, 200 cans of Arizona will put you in the hospital. Yeah, like here's the thing: if you throw 200 of most objects at people, it would put them in the hospital. Instead of buying a Hoyoverse character, consider dying. It's cheaper. It's cheaper. It's still cheaper. You don't drink them all at once, Straw. Why wouldn't I? I know who I'm not. I know who I'm not buddying up with in the apocalypse. Is what I'm learning, and the limit for chicken nuggets is 4,414. Okay. Let's see. Actually, I should probably do this on the layer down here. Honestly, I like that Arizona iced tea will blacklist any store for selling it over the dollar rules. Oh, absolutely. I respect the fuck out of that. Welcome on in, Corvette Bubble. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Okay. We got those lines drawn. Now time for you to figure out fucking... I feel like I always start with the face. I don't even know if it's necessarily wise for me to be starting with the face. Arizona iced tea and Costco hot dogs are the two things holding society
God
together.
damn it! Leo! What the hell are you doing?
Is that the vinegar lad?
Leo!
Oh yeah, that's right.
Leo!
It's Corbin
God
Bubble.
damn it! God damn it!
I was like, wait,
God
what are we
damn
talking about
it!
vinegar? And then I
God
remembered,
damn
oh yeah,
it!
that's right. Corbin Bubble will forever be known for vinegar. Okay. Let me try to figure out like proportions. Like let me try to do the thing that I see artists do, where they just kind of sketch out the shape and then add the details later. Okay. Should I add these cartoonishly angry eyebrows on that? Oh, absolutely. That'd be great. That'd be a great addition. Okay. Hold up. Let me go to his Blue Sky account and I can see if I can find a visual reference for how he does snoots. Okay. I can see it. Important poll. Would you rather drink a shot of extra virgin olive oil, vinegar, or vanilla extract? As someone who is a cook, like I know a little bit about cooking. I would say that the people who are voting for the EVOO are the smart ones. The EVOO is the correct choice here. Because I've done that, and it's like it's not bad. It's far from bad. The other two I think are actively bad. Vanilla extract is good, but but not like you have to dilute that shit. I've drank a bottle. What the fuck do you mean you've drinking a bottle of vanilla extract? That's horrifying. Okay, so it's kind of like a round snoot is what he ends up going with. You cannot stop me, I will drink another. Oh my, not the fucking Asgore meme. Actually, so this is about where the eyes should be. Right, so.
Wretch, we're the wretch.
What's up, Crisp?
Starkey, did you know that old MacDonald had a supercomputer? AIAIO.
Shut the fuck up. Terrible. Bad. I tanked hard liquor before I could take a shot of vanilla extract. I'm gonna be honest with you, those are entirely different skill sets. No, Starkey, they're exactly the same, duh. Welcome on in, Stolas. Glad to have you. Let's see. Facial features are a work in progress.
Wretch,
What's up, Chris? I ate another developing fetus of a duck.
Shoutouts to Corvid for their chaser for apple cider vinegar being water. What an amazing idea at the time.
Yeah, well, to be fair, what is the alternative? You probably want something basic, I guess, to help, like that would just generate a lot of bubbles. How's the fabulous curse today? I'm doing all right. Generic furry, did you have balut? Because I've heard of balut. I don't think I would. I might give it a try, like if I was paid money to, but I don't think I would want to normally. Okay.
wretch,
What's up, Crisp?
we're the wretch.
In case no one told you today, you make this world brighter just by being you.
I am but a gentle borb. I try my best to make the world a better place, you know? But also, like, it's true, though. It's so true that we love Borb. Fair enough. Here, let me, because that is actually the backup queue. Let me see. Can I actually hold up? Let me check to see if there's a better backup queue that's like I feel like better energy for the stream. We do love Borb. Here, let me go to the settings because I don't like the Nightcap backup playlist. Fallback playlist. Twitch music. What's the Twitch music library like? I haven't heard this song in a while. I definitely remember singing this song in high school and being like, what the fuck is happening? All right. Visual reference again. Okay, so he's got like a pretty wide face at his song request. Yeah, it'll be up in a little bit. Oh god, why does it look like ass? The answer is like, so you use my headbanging emotes. Fun fact, my week is nearly brightened by Starkey stream. Welcome on, Casa. Glad I have you, Sweeping. How dare your first message of the day be something genuinely sweet, you little shit. But I do appreciate it. Can you see what song requested if you don't mind? I guess I can check real quick. Ray Volp's song request. It is 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Okay. Brain. Okay. First of all, break it down into simpler shapes. You can absolutely like it. I reserve the right for judgment. I'm of course joking. I'm pretty chill about song requests. Just so long as, like, you know, I to some degree am going to probably start instituting a, like, stop being so fucking y'all are, you know, riding out some goodwill on certain meme requests, so. Okay, so it's like a diamond shape. I took a 30-minute nap before stream, a 30-minute long nap. Actually, I can just look at this media. Okay. I unfortunately I can't show a lot of this on stream. Okay, so it's a very wide snoot. I see. So I gotta widen the fuck out of this circle.
Wretch, wretch,
What's up, Chris?
we're the wretch.
Yeah, I feel like everyone should be allowed 1 to 2 joke songs per stream, for you see that is the amount I do maximum.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where it's like I think it's gonna depend on like energy now at it, like, you know. Okay. Here. I'm trying to move away from the whole cylinder snoot thing that I do a lot of the time. There you go. Welcome on in, Cork. Let me have you, Sweet Bean.
Wretch, wretch, we're the wretch.
What's up, Crisp?
By the way, fuck you, steals your third dimension.
That's very rude. That's very rude of you, you little rat bastard. Don't you fucking fall asleep on me. You removed a dimension from me. You're just gonna fucking sleep there with your cheese. This little rat shit, I swear to God. One of these days, sometime literal bean if you saw that post. I don't think I did. How do I check my position? I think you're up next. I think it's exclamation mark songs space position. There's, if you're worst case, you can look up Prince of Chris.
I took a 30-minute nap before stream at 6 p.m., but now I finally regained control of my body.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Okay. Okay, so it's like a local. There we go. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah, okay, so like this is just gonna end up like kind of natural. Hey, what the fuck am I listening to? I'm cutting you off at one. You get one. You get one fucking meme song. This sucks. I guess to be fair, like you get one, although I do also reserve the right to skip if it's like too cursed. Starkey, you should make the eyes a little bit bigger. Yeah, I'll probably make them a little bigger. I think it's Firefly's my alphabetical order. That is very much what is playing right now. Much to my fucking chagrin. Yeah, I probably need to make the eyes bigger now to make up for the fact that I drew the snoot very big. I never realized this song is making me realize that the word jar is in Owl City's Fireflies. Let's make the belly big enough to cover the whole screen. Easy drawing. Also incredible song. Whoever put this banger on. This is fucking Swariel's fault. Jars is in James Jars. It is weird. Like I don't know if it's like effective branding or what, but like I definitely whenever like, you know, whenever someone's like, "Oh, Jars," my brain immediately is like, "Yeah, like James Jars." Okay, this is good. That's, you know, it's a little messy, so it's gonna need to be cleaned up a little bit, but
Wretch, wretch,
what's up, Crisp?
we're the wretch.
Starkey check DMs 3.
What did you do, Kasai? Okay, so okay, well, you know what? Fuck, you're muting my fucking response. I want you to also understand the degree to which this fucking song is the degree to which this song is an absolute fucking brain like jammer. Okay, let's see where we are. General use. So this is what I got sent by fucking. What just does this to your Sona? Just fucking just it slaps the fucking like the slap wrist bracelet on your muzzle. I did this to you on stream. Shut the I hate it here. All right. Okay. Hold up. I guess to be fair, it should be like more like here. Starkey? What do you mean, Starkey? Did I forget to leave? You can still see the webpage? Please. You know what? No. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. Continues drawing with a thing in the way. No, fine. All right, fine. If you guys really fucking, I guess, need to see the art I'm working on, ugh. If we must. There you go. That's more along the lines of what we're doing with the snout. Rabbit. I forgot that I have the PNGs. Anyway, Benui. Summons Benui. Is Benui. How's that? But yeah, no. I definitely, like I said, I need to figure out how to do this in 3 dimensions. Which is to say I need to edit some models so that I can do this in 3 dimensions. Oh my god, Wabbit? Yeah, this is from Twiz. Also, thank you, Big Brailer, for the 20 biddies, you sweet bean. I think I might need to make the jaw a little taller.
No.
Because like the Ma reference I have, it does make him very free transform. There we go. Okay, yeah, Alpine's returns for the next few days in peak. Yeah, well, it's not that it's like back for the next few days. It's just that it has returned to it has returned to the rotation. How you like mine so far? It's okay. I'm not the hugest fan of dubstep. It's you know, it's definitely like it is a genre of all time in my regards. Oh, I just remembered that I actually have to like I have to cover one of his eyes. I still probably want to move the eyes up a little bit now that I'm doing this. Just a little bit. Okay, so this is the brow line.
Wretch, wretch,
What's up, Chris?
we're the wretch.
You're a D&D character, in a tavern. A Haon shows up, carrying a carrot. He looks your way and says, what's up, Doc? Anyway, roll initiative.
You're dead. You're dead. Cartoons do not do well with like a numeric power scaling system. They do fucking ridiculous shit. Oh, more I want you to listen to the it will be request songs with no dubstep. It'd be fun if it was per seed, like we wouldn't know what to expect if it's the Mesa or the Alpine tomorrow, for example. I think it's alternating. I'm not sure. They might do it like per seed. I pay $15 a month. What have I told you? $15 a month on a game I play often on a virtual rental. I would say I didn't know you played MMOs, because I'm be honest with you, that is more or less the way I view MMOs.
Wretch, wretch,
What's up, Chris?
we're the wretch.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but I've got a Game Boy Advance, and the game for that is Pokemon Ruby version, and I've got all 8 badges, and I've defeated the Elite Four and the champion.
I'm be honest with you. Good, but also that's kind of a tangent. But no, like to be fair, my first Pokemon game was Emerald, so I definitely I think that like that has to some degree shaped, you know, as I think that's like everyone's favorite, like, you know, like my favorite Pokemon of all time is Flygon. which I think is shaped by the fact that it is the Gen 3, like it is the Gen 3 like big like, you know, legendary type. Okay, so it definitely does come down below the eyes. Or it doesn't quite reach. Actually, yeah, it reaches actually about the eye length. There we go. Believe it or not, my favorite Pokemon is not a bird. I don't want to toot my own horn. Alola Marowak is my favorite. If I stop playing Final Fantasy XIV, I lose my house. I'm considering adding Bugs Bunny as an encounter drawn to players who break the fourth wall in a problematic way. You broke the fourth wall in a way that drew the attention of Bugs Bunny himself. I definitely like. I have like in my write up like one of the random encounters that you could potentially interact with is
Swampert is my favorite Pokemon.
Starkey Flyo was not Gen 3 Pseudo Legend. No, that was, yes. You are correct, but like it is like one of the dragon types. I'll be honest with you. I genuinely think Flygon deserves more love than it got. But like I said, I am knowledgeably biased. Swampert's a pretty okay Pokemon. But now, one encounter I had an idea for is like writing up the logistics around like the goose from Untitled Goose Game potentially showing up. Flygon deserves to be stronger, but it was sadly one of the worst. To be fair, it's like it's not even a bad dragon, mind you. Like it is genuinely like quite usable in Gen 3 competitive. And like it's like it's usable in lower tiers of other other generations. It just like it does it, you know, it has the like the downside of being a pseudo legendary with its 4 type weakness, but like they didn't give it the stats to really like compensate it. Or I guess they did, but they didn't really like distribute them in a way that like would guarantee like long-term okay. Okay, so it actually parts near the ear. Okay, I think I see what's going on here. Sorry for popping. Hold up. Oh, god damn it. Oh my fuck, I'm pissed. That was the most clear fucking sneeze I've ever had, and it edged me like a... I hate reality, man. Oh god. I'm mad. I'm mad that sneeze decided to fucking nope out at the last minute. Pokemon Ego Jalapeno. Glad I have a Sweet Bean. I would rather I have just fucking sneezed. Pokemon itself. Glad I have you, Sweet Bean. Edging sneezes. It's you ever like your brain's like you're gonna sneeze, you're gonna fucking sneeze, and you're like I turned away, and the fucking instant I turned away, my sneeze is gone. So I just had to deal with the fucking lingering displeasure of like the fucking like there's no catharsis. I'm out. But no, like that is the fucking the worst thing. Actually, hold up. I might want to move this. Why did I pick a pose like this? So now that I'm like actually looking at like where it's positioned, should probably be a little bit more closer to there. So using the mic, coward. To be fair, I do have a limiter on this mic, so like it wouldn't be as bad for you as like it you know as like if I actually like didn't have that there. Reality sucks just like the song. Like that's okay, let's not denigrate the songs other people put in. That's genuinely pretty rude. This is a List composition. I actually quite enjoy List. But yeah, let's see. Okay, no, move that back into place. Oh, hey, that's actually useful to know. Control U, handy feature, because that lets me immediately, handy. I need to actually, like, I need to fucking learn my goddamn hotkeys in this software. Oh, thank you for the save reminder. Oh, god damn it. Again, I'm like fucking like an hour into a piece that I haven't saved once. I guess to be fair, this is going to tell you who I plan on drawing. Hey. Oh, yeah, we're back to bird. Excuse me, why the save as? Why did it do that? Did I hit 0? There we go. There's like something so daunting about fucking like yes, I'm trying my best to draw an anthro. There's something incredibly daunting about making art for an artist friend. Pokemon 7, how you doing, you sweet bean? Classic music is actually quite pog. Oh, but yeah, no. There's definitely something like daunting about like the act of like making art for someone that's like an artist. You're like, the entire time you're fucking it up. Which like I know is not just like that, you know. Being an artist, like I don't care, like the act of someone drawing a thing for me is like all that I'm really looking for. But to start some art myself, heck yeah. The act of like the fact that someone like went out of their way to like make an art piece is the thing that like makes me happy more than anything. So like I imagine it's probably the same case for him, but like also that doesn't necessarily mean that I you know I want to bring my A game to this. You know what? This is definitely just like draw the overarching bits and then like give like okay, so mostly from this angle we're gonna see the rear end of the ear. Welcome on, Tommy. It's glad to have you, sweet bean. I guess it would be like a little bit leaned forward. Okay. If there's one thing I feel like I am like making a lot of progress and learning how to draw fluff better. This piece is called Mephisto Polka. It's retroactively a meme since it kind of sounds creepy and ends in F note. Interesting. I did not know that. Actually, so it's sharp up and then like kind of rounded out here. There you go. Something like that, and then there you go. Start can the JoJo time stop sound effects. Oh, for your yes. If one of my mods could make a list or make a note about that, I'll be honest with you. I have not yet done Kasai's. I've just been like, so I get like, it's like anxiety paralysis, and it like you know, this is basically me like, hey, like you know, I'm not gonna be able. It's gonna be a bit before I can like make any definitive progress on a lot of stuff for stream, which I hate. But it's because of executive dysfunction that happens when like my fucking when my ADHD and my uh when my ADHD and my anxiety team up, it's a disaster. We love executive dysfunction. It's not great. But, I will get to it if one of my mods could put the note into the reminder chat for me. But it might take a bit. ADHD and anxiety teaming up is the worst. Yeah, it's very, very frustrating. Because it's like I know I should be getting stuff done, but like my brain is just refusing. Like you ever have days that feel exhausted and all you did that day was exist? Oh, absolutely. That is definitely like I said, that is 100% me when like I'm having executive dysfunction, nightmares, drinking sour spray through a straw. That seems like that's not the intended way of doing that, but live your best life. My life in a nutshell. It's just like it's so fucking frustrating, man. I have to remember the spikes. There we go. Burns my throat, but in a good way. Because it's like, it's like I had time to do things today. Like I had some time, but I was just having such an executive dysfunction thing because the anxiety has like been so bad for me recently that I just didn't end up getting anything done. I got like a few job applications in, but like that in and of itself is like a huge source of my anxiety. I'm not gonna lie. Because like it's frustrating like applying for jobs, but it's even more frustrating when you know that like half the places you're applying to are naturally going to filter you out. Because like I'm in the process of being able to work in Canada, but like I don't have that permission yet, so it's like You like sour candy? I'm not the hugest fan. Okay. So it's close to like it's close to like a mohawk kind of coming up the back. Hmm. That song is too bad you don't hear this kind of music in the mainstream category because mainstream music sucks balls. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like that, I would argue that like anything that becomes mainstream, having seen like a lot of like very like niche stuff like hit the mainstream, I would argue that a lot of it like having people like anything that becomes popular enough to be mainstream gets spammed enough where people just hate it. So my mom has been so annoying. The post office is a great job security. They'll hire anyone and pay quite well. The only catch is you have to work. You should really apply. Me trying to explain it, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Oh, absolutely. I mean, listen, I genuinely don't think I don't think that like boomers or Gen X will ever understand what they did, and it fucking sucks because it means they'll never like apologize. I guess to be fair, that's not true. My mom's apologized for like how the world has turned out plenty of times to me, but also But also, like, my mom is like the rare example of like someone who very clearly understands the difficulties of day-to-day life. Because, like, she, you know, she is to some degree helping my brother function day to day. My dad today was so passive aggressive about me playing on the computer during summer vacation. I mean, yeah. What, Thomas? What's with the bonks? What they've done, what's done to me truly made this world insufferable. I mean, there's a reason that like I actively try my best to not engage with boomer bullshit. They have done very little to earn my respect as a cohort. I'm still gonna be polite, but like I'm not gonna show respect or deference to them until they prove that they, you know, that they have the skill set that I am looking to build up. You expect me to actively practice coding or do something highbrow? It's really fucking funny to me because like that entire generation was like the 8 hours that boomers were putting in were very different than the 8 hours that our generation puts in. Do you know that they fucking like take a day-long bird break? Like they would take just like fucking like a beer breaks during lunch. They would just take a break in the middle of lunch to get a beer, and that was not a big deal. They would imagine you know, being able to be like drunk at your job potentially, and no one would give a shit. I'm just playing Whack-A-Bird. All right, we got Lion. It's Lion time. Everyone was drunk back then, which is probably why they remember work so fondly. I'm curious. That was the 1910s before Prohibition. I'm curious, but yeah, this is actually made by Delos.
Wretch, wretch,
That's a crisp.
we're the wretch.
I'm getting you glasses today, then after that I'm going shopping.
I mean, why would you be getting me glasses? Okay, it needs to pull up fucking arm reference again. If I'm like McDonald's doesn't want me, that makes you what makes you think a federal organization would want to hire me? Like Giga Chad shit is killing me. Oh yeah, no. To be fair, Delos goes very hard with the body types that he builds. Where's the fucking? Do they have store for rats to shop at? Go big or go home, as they say. Oh, absolutely. Okay, so from this it would probably just be I see. So basically, bring that down. There we go. Something like that. This is gonna be such a bitch to fucking clean up. This is something that's probably gonna have to take. This is gonna be multiple passes, I think. But yeah, no, like, I just it's you know, my advice was if you are able to comfortably do so, it's worth cutting off toxic family members. I've done it, and it definitely makes my life better. Would absolutely recommend it. Like if you are able to do so comfortably. Do you like licorice? Not a huge fan. I can enjoy the occasional bit of anise flavor, but it's not necessarily something that I find I'm particularly enthused by. How many hugs? Many hugs to you, Starkey. We'll make it through this somehow. Yeah. It's just like it, it's one of those things where it's like at this point it's literally just like a logistical decision to cut people out. It's like I have a finite and very very like increasingly limited social battery. So like why would I bother spending it on people who like don't bother listening to me? And and so like at that point it's just like, yeah, fuck them. I think I actually probably I think I want to hold up. Let me pull you down here a little bit. I think it's because the shoulder is looking a little, yeah. And then I basically just, yeah. There's something called Pontefract cakes, which are round discs of licorice, and the original place they made them was Pontefract, Britain. That sounds, I'm gonna be honest with you, pretty gross. Okay. Licorice, I think is a flavor that is misused. I think it's better than people give it credit for, but I think it's also the kind of flavor that you cannot make the main star of a dish. It needs to be like a highlighting flavor, You have to use it sparingly, because otherwise it becomes very, very cloying and overpowering. Dijon mustard was popularized as the person from Dijon became the mustard giver of the Pope, an actual job position. The fuck you mean the mustard giver to the Pope is a job position? Like, nah, if fucking mustard giver to the Pope, like, it's like we're talking about. If your job description could be fucking mustard giver to the Pope, if you live during a time where someone's literal like position is, yeah, I give mustard to the fucking Pope, like, nah, you aren't allowed to comment about current work infrastructure. A fucking weak ass. Okay, so Pex would probably be here. Because I also need to keep in mind where the clothes are. Pope John the 12th of Avignon was so fond of mustard he created a new Vatican position, Grand Muteur du Pape, mustard maker to the Pope. Nah, that's some fucking that's some fucking that's just like that's some scam shit going on there, man. So the big thing when I do art, that I need to probably be better about is not making it so I have to fucking decode what I was thinking. Because as I'm looking at this piece, I'm like, it's looking great so far, but I also am aware of how much this shit is gonna need to get cleaned up. Oh, merciful God. Okay, it's fine. No, don't worry about it. It's fine. Nothing. No. Welcome on in, Sager. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Hi, Burp. Hi, Ott. Mustard went hard in the 14th century. He must be trolling you. No, here's the thing. I've studied enough history to know stuff like that is like entirely reasonable. There definitely like there were people hired for more ridiculous reasons. Like I can imagine something off the top of my head where it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, this is the this is like the grand candle, like, grand candle, like, putter outer fucking of the streets of London. of the fucking Royal Palace of Versailles. Like he's uniquely equipped to put out all of the candles of Versailles because he has lungs that can be used to blow over like a, you know, you could use them to blow a ship away. It's like, okay, you know. Of all the ridiculous bullshit that history has to offer, at some point you just make peace with the fact that like none of it is gonna be okay. People buy square watermelons for display to this day. Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Like you know, there's the more things change, the more they stay the same. Humanity has never really like evolved. Listen, I gotta give DA. If I'm drawing DA, I gotta give him a thick, juicy ass. Pineapple used to cost like $1,000. Yep. Fun fact, gelatin was considered like a, gelatin was considered like the royal delicacy, for the longest time. And the only reason it's like, you know, if you were able to get gelatin, you were like the queen. Oh, like that level of like yum bone slime. Yeah, like I hate fucking gelatin. Like I have a texture thing with it. So like for me, I do not like the flavor one or like the texture one bit. But like it, you know, because it used to be such a pain in the ass to extract from the bones. That like it used to be like the thing. It's like, oh my god, yo, they got fucking gelatin in this party. Holy shit, it's lit. Oh, thank you for the 5 stream streak, Sweet Bean. Like that's how you fucking knew the party was Yieldy Days turnt. Gelatin is so unappetizing sounding, but actually slaps. For me, it's very much a texture thing. I don't mind the flavor. The flavor is like whatever. Because you know, gelatin can be whatever flavor, you know. But for me, the big issue is just like I have the same thing with pudding. Actually, I hate pudding. And before you say it, no, this is not free reign to make a pudding in these nuts. Put these nuts in your mouth. Gelatin doesn't actually have a flavor; it is just a texture. Yeah. I keep getting advertised perfume by a guy in a Florida shirt. But no, like, you know, to be fair, like that is when we figured out how to mass produce gelatin, there was definitely a period of time where there was a lot of experimentations with the collective term for it nowadays is aspic. It's basically any gelatin that was based off of savory. So, you know, a lot of you know, like the gelatin salads, like gelatin and mayonnaise were like the things that were like getting, you know, tested around with at the time. Do you tell us your favorite candy? I'm a big fan of lemon heads. Beef fudge and mommy sweet carrot milk. Okay, but also like I had like a breakthrough realization recently in regards to my hatred of gelatin. So I realized I don't mind if something is like soft and like squishy if it's warm. Like I like mashed potatoes, do not like pudding. We didn't know how to mass produce gelatin to the scale until 50s. Not really. Well, okay, so I don't even think it's the 50s. I think it was a little bit earlier than that. I think it was like the 30s. Where it was like, you know, we had like, you know, there was some breakthrough that was made about like how to like, because up until that point, gelatin like had to be made very, very slowly by like breaking down bones in a you know, by just boiling them for an extended period of time. What are we gonna do with these animals that drop dead because of the dust bowl? Oh, let's turn them into bone slime. I mean, listen, you know, I'm all for using every bit of the animal. I've eaten pig pig. Was it kidneys or I think it was liver. I've eaten pig liver before, and it's not great, but like if I was hungry, I'd eat it because it's very gritty and it's very bitter, which aren't great qualities for a food to have. I recognize that. You've had liver sausage? No, it was like basically just they cut the liver out and they cut it into slices. It was at a hot pot place. And one of my friends was like, "Hey, do you mind if I get like the pig liver?" And we were like, "Yeah, sure, go for it." And I was curious because it's just right there. So I was like, "Oh, wow, okay." I mean, it like, don't get me wrong. I've been to that hot pot place multiple times since then, and I have not willingly ordered it again. Because like I said, it is a difficult flavor to become accustomed to. Have you had pig hearts? I have not. I've had chicken feet though. Chicken feet surprisingly good. And they're surprisingly good. They do have a very noticeable texture issue with them as well though, because there's a lot of cartilage. I'm generally curious about your opinion on the recipes I sent you in the DMs. Why did it take me this fucking long to realize how to like draw Apex properly? There's meat in those? Yeah. Well, because it's like it's like tendons and then there is some meat. It's like, what, beef fudge? What on God's green earth did you fucking send me? Oh God. Oh, look. Okay, that's actually vile. Butter march. Okay, but there's no. Okay, you see, this is why I'm glad. For all of the issues we have in the modern day, at least we can eat food properly. This beef fudge has chocolate chips in it. Fucking half a pound of butter. It's where we're starting, is half a pound of butter, evaporated milk, sugar, chocolate chips, marshmallow cream, vanilla, ground roast beef. Why? That's disgusting. I don't even like fudge. Why would you make fudge worse? Remove any hard crust from the beef before grinding is wild. This fudge keeps really well, and the beef takes away some of the sweetness and yet adds nutrition. This is the only kind that my family cares for anymore. An elegant way to use leftover roast beef. Beef fudge. Let's fucking... Okay. As much as I'm maligning it, I would give it a try. I don't think I would like it. I think I would be very anti-beef fudge. Mid-20th century food was an enigma. Yeah, I definitely get the sense. Like, I'm glad I live in a time period where food is edible and enjoyable. Beef fudge sounds like a cow leaves in the... It really is. Like, it is straight up like nowadays a euphemism for literal fecal matter. And sometimes food will get you inebriated. I've never added so much alcohol to a dish that I got drunk off of it. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna be a fucking nightmare for me to try to decode what I was thinking later on, but you know what? Fuck it, Weeball. Mommy's sweet carrot milk sends me the I hate it. I hate so much about what they did to food. The drunken rum cake. I mean, listen, at some point that just becomes like, hold up. Actually, I guess to be fair, this would probably be like more of like what we're seeing in regards to this, because it is like it is covering the let's see. Yeah, and then something like that. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Here, let me try hiding the skeleton underneath. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. I don't know where we're getting. I just realized I covered the juicy thick dumpy that I fucking drew. Oh, curse you, clothing. The curse of clothing. Covering the fucking... I put so much effort into that thick dumpy. And by saying I literally just drew like a single curved line. I realize I probably, because I need to draw the arm pressing into the belly, so something like that, and then like make room using the pectoral a little bit, so that way I can.
Okay, well, I guess if you welcome on in Baldur Hina. If you're gonna summon the Borb, wait, I feel like you shouldn't be able to, because like I don't know if you can actually hear the voice mod beep like when I go full Borb. When I go full Borb mode, I'm switching into Borb mode. I hopefully you're not able to, but yeah, welcome on in. I don't know why you summoned the Borb, but the Borb is now here. The Borb is now here to enlighten your experience of watching me have like a mental breakdown.
Based on the thing I'm drawing.
Please, please, do not push the button. You have no idea what it...
This is Alpha Team. Looks like we have a slowly approaching bear.
You are
The
understandable.
bears will be in
Excellent.
eventually.
The
Scratch
warbly
that,
borbly.
Bear will arrive sooner than thought. Oh shit, bear is approaching at alarming speeds. Bear is go fast, losing track of bear. Bear has reached
The
Mach
start of
1.
Clanaloon
Mach 1.
with this button press is really fucking funny.
Oh no!
That was really goddamn funny. just very gentle Clanaloon, and the bear is reaching Mach 5. We've lost visual on bear. Okay, we control Z spam a little bit. Starkey, look out. No, not the bear. It just the stream just ends. If the stream just ends, the fucking bear got me. I was but ritual sacrifice to the bear. All right. Hold on, let me look at the ref real quick. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. This is just me, like, figuring out what shapes. Insert the crusty-ass Delta. I need to add that to my soundboard. Oh, yeah, I know that capitalism deck. Yeah, the one you mentioned. Also, ignore me burping. Sorry about that. I saw that did register on the mic. Okay. All right. Let's see. I've actually made it fun to play against. I will be the decider of that. But no, like, to be fair, like, what exactly makes it a capitalism deck? Like, I guess I never asked that question. And that does seem like a pretty relevant question to be asking. Is Urza, Prince of Krug, dupes artifacts to stonks my mana?
Wretch, wretch, where the wretch?
In a world where so many people come and go, you've been the one who always stays through every high and every low, every wind and every
I'm just a
heartbreak.
bird, man.
You've stood by me without question. Your loyalty, your kindness, and your unwavering presence mean more than words can ever express. I don't say it enough, but I am endlessly grateful for you today, tomorrow, and always.
I just stream. Like, that is all I do. I'm glad that I brighten your day, though. That does make me sincerely happy. Huh. I'll be honest, this is definitely, like, I did not keep up with spoilers at a certain point. Like, I've been burned out on Magic the Gathering real fucking hard recently. To the point where, like, I don't even care about spoiler season anymore, because spoiler season's just fucking all the time now. There's never a moment that isn't spoiler season. So I'm just like, why, you know? I have no sorrying because soulless capitalism. I will say, for specifically Urza, that is objectively the incorrect decision. I respect the chutzpah, but yeah, that one's you know, they're gonna feel the effects of not having that one in there. Okay. Put my Pokemon a Doozer. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. All right. I might want to make that eye a little bit bigger. No, like, the amount of nonsense my deck can do, not having Soul Ring is fair. I mean, you know what? Fair enough. That one I think earnestly does come down to, like, just personal preference more than anything. Nope, wrong layer. Oopsie doopsie, wrong layer. Hold up, I actually can use I can use one of the aspects of the tool. I need to figure out if, like, I can't remember if he plays bass or if it's guitar. It's like that actually does meaningfully impact, like, the style of how this looks. Oh, and if you allow me to reach late stage capitalism, I will buy all of your lands from you. Increasingly, this deck seems like you will just be murdered. Mostly, like at this point, like my experience with EDH is so heavily like affected by the group that I play with, where a bunch of people actually do like meaningfully bring aggro. So like, you know, if you're planning on getting to like turn like, you know, turn 7 with like 20 mana, you will just die before then. Okay, let me I want to say it's a base. I know bases are traditionally 4 strings. You look like an angel. I'm all right. Let's see. Magazine Lattice and Unwinding Clock in 1 turn is a good way to become the problem. Oh yeah. That is definitely like that is how you there's a reason I have like enchantment and artifact hate in all of my decks. Even the ones where like it's really fucking hard to find artifact and enchantment hate. Here. I finished my first ever law school assignment. Heck yeah. That's like actually like genuinely congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment. Okay, so I need to distort free transform. Welcome on, Ocean. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bane. Maybe if I try Skew instead? Skew. There we go. Or that sound ominous. Welcome on, Ocean. Glad to have you, Sweeping. Look at where I was going. I'm just a little guy making goofy glass creatures. Goofy glasses creatures. Yeah, the little guy excuse does not, you know, it is insufficient when you're playing when you're playing against sufficiently aggressive opponents. Here, let me erase that real quick. Okay. So it's going to be the center line that goes through the entire... and then proceed to make a dozen 21/21s with haste and kill the guy with flying. You see, that's why. Though, like, I'm just a little guy defense. And, like, trust me, I try to go for it, but also, I get shut down very consistently about that fact. They're like, you are not just a little guy. You will kill all of us if we leave you to your shenanigans. Most especially with Eldrazi. Eldrazi in particular draw like I would say a very reasonably justified amount of hate. You strike, but I have Mayo Riz. That gets you extra killed. That gets you killed even harder. I'm really hoping DA plays a bass and it's not like lead guitar. I won't be sad, but I'll be like, God damn it. I thought I knew my friend's lore. I somehow managed to almost get someone to leave me be an illegal amount of times. That's because you're playing with someone with weak will, or someone who is not sufficiently aggressively minded. Okay. All right, so that's like sketch layer 1 done. Oh, merciful God. Oh, I have so much fucking work to do. Oh, God almighty. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. No, I can figure this out yet. Imagine mistaking your friend's hobby so hard your gift will always remind them that you're not that close. To be fair, I know canonically speaking he is a bard, so at least it's an instrument. I got that going for me. New raster layer. Oh, let me just go make a fucking folder for all these. New layer folder. There we go. I won't lie, I heard this and my immediate thought was transistor music. So this is sketches. All right. Let's see. Let's see if I can fucking I can think my way out of this. Cuz there's some issues. Not least of which is you know what? So it's a good thing I decided I was just going to work I was going to increase the eye size anyway. There we go. Okay, let me get the bulk of the stuff that like is relatively easy. Actually, this might call for like a more fine-tuned, just so we can like because like to some degree I do want to add even more details. There we go. Oh, also, it's a combo that lets me take checks note takes your turn but give you extra turns an infinite amount of times and control you to kill everyone at the table and then yourself. The MTG shenaniganery. Okay, but how quickly can you pull that off? Is the question. Okay, let me try with slightly different eye shapes. Slow enough where you let me do it, you deserve the spectacle. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, that's why it looks weird. I'm on the wrong layer. God damn it. 3, 2, 1. Stream delay. All right. Emrakul, Unwinding Clock, Crystal Shard, and enough mana rocks to do that every turn. That sounds, yeah, that definitely seems like if the game has gotten to that point, I'm glad it's over. stride. Ain't nothing gonna tone me down. Whoa, I've got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. There's a video online of someone that animated a Gummy Goo as the crocodile that like runs, and I need to find that at some point. My stride. I have that video. I need you to send that video to me.
Wretch.
We're gonna lose when you want to lose in a way that's genuinely vile. What's up, Chris?
Wretch.
I got to keep on smooching, boys.
I respect this. Somewhere grabs you, shakes you. Find it. I don't want your ridiculous MTG combos. I want pictures of Gummy Goo.
No. No.
Welcome on, Amber. It's good to have you, Sweet Bean. Time for this hydrate and the save.
Me?
All right. Keep on moving. It won't slow down. Whoa. It really is funny because, like, I have a friend who's like, who refuses to watch the Digital Circus now because he felt so betrayed by the explosion of Gummy Goo. And, like, I get it, but also it is very funny. It's like, I understand. I understand that frustrate, like, that concern. Okay. We're getting somewhere. I think doing some stuff to help, like, simplify the snoot is actually going to be is going to make this look a lot better. All right. Bye, Princess Olus. Have a good lurk. All right. Yeah, adding some roundness here. That's much better. I need to remember, this is still the sketch layer, so I don't actually need to draw perfect lines. I just need to clean it up more than what I was working with. All right. All right. Bring the snout back here. Okay. All right. I'm looking at the expression, and I think I need to like turn this eyebrow slightly. Like I think that's gonna help fix the, because the expression is very neutral right now, which is fine, but like it, you know, it doesn't have any pizzazz to it. That's much more the energy. It might be over exaggerated a little bit. Let me thin it out just a little bit. There we go. That makes the expression much more interesting.
Wretch, wretch, we're the wretch.
What's up, Chris?
You know what, since chat is chill, I'll say something unexpected about me. My past few jobs and the one I'm having a phone interview soon are all in the non-profit field.
That's awesome. You know, in some, you know, I respect the times where chat is chill. But yeah, no, like I want to get, like, I would love to work for a nonprofit. Because like I don't want a whole lot out of life. I want to make enough where like I'm comfortable, but like I don't need to have like a fucking, like, if I had enough money to like get like a McMansion or whatever, I wouldn't. Because like I don't know, it just doesn't appeal to me. I might get like I've joked with some friends about like forming a commune, so like that might be more appealing. Is to get like working in a nonprofit feels nice. And the same most time I want a condo. A cabin out in the woods does sound like very appealing to me personally. Okay. There. There you go. Wait, the compound was a joke to you? I mean, listen, you know, it's for me, nothing is real until I am present in that situation. Like I am very much a pragmatist insofar as that, like, you know, I deal with and interact with the thing that is currently in front of me, instead of like, you know, like, it would just to say like I don't try my best to like you know, make things better for myself and those around me, but it does mean that like I am, you know, I'm very much like, okay, like what can we do with the current circumstances? Gotta imagine how long it takes to get food and stuff though, as I thought it would be a pain. Yeah. But no, like, just give me like a little like nice wooded area, like, you know, 30 minutes from civilization with good quality internet. You know, like from like 30 minutes from like a you know, a social center. And then like I'm pretty content. Just like go get my groceries like every couple of days. You know, have the option to like go hang out and interact with people, but like also the option to just stay home and be like a, you know, be a shut-in at times. Stark, welcome on in, Boggernock. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Can we show for Bogger?
Hello. Hello. Hello.
How you holding up? Okay. So tanks tend to be very like there's no frayed edges. I'm really not thinking like because this is oh god, I should probably I want to say that there was like a fur lining on the coat. Welcome on in, Bogger. How you doing, you sweet bean? I woke up. Heck yeah. I mean, like, within as like how good it can be to wake up on a Tuesday. There we go. I swear to God, I actually like could not tell you like if you like held a gun to my head and you're like draw a twink, I would actually just die. I just like I actually don't know how to draw like straight lines. I'm too gay for that. But hopefully you're having a good nice comfy start to your morning over there, Bogger. I woke up with an alarm. I kind of always slept late, but I did that to myself anyways. Understandable. Listen, sometimes you gotta take like the mental health day of like I'm just gonna sleep in a little bit later and show up to work later and work a little bit later. I just realized because it's a fur lining, so naturally it's gonna like some portions of it are gonna like you know come back all of this. All right. Okay, but I choose to want to wake up early, then attempt to fix my sleep. Understandable, yeah. Like sometimes it sucks, but like I definitely have like stayed up late, like stayed up for like 48 hours consecutively to adjust my sleep schedule. You know what fails this immediately when the bed magnet? Oh, absolutely. Like that is the risk you are running, and that's why my usual method for like really heavily adjusting my sleep schedule is to like just stay up incredibly late. Like it sucks like to do that, but also like it does mean that like once you fall asleep, like the sleep is the sleep's great. B, once you do, like you're set for a bit. Okay. Okay, that looks a little bit better to me. So much of this just turns into like, does it look good? Does it look weird? I guess you're fair. Like that is kind of the entire artistic process is just being like, is this good? This looks good. I don't know. just keep like, you know, keep drawing the lines. Eventually it'll look, you know, normal. But that's you see that's where they get you, because it never looks right. No matter how much you draw the lines, no matter how you know skilled you get at drawing the lines, there's always something that's like, I don't know about that. Like for example, this current one, I probably need to, yeah, like bring you in. I think it's also because like I need to push you out. Sketching. I don't know, understand people like, oh yeah, like line art's the worst part. Like no, like sketching brings me so much pain. Check DMs, I found it. Hold up, let me clean up this just a little bit real quick. Welcome on to Wisebun. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Give me a shout for Wisebun. So today notably, I don't normally stream art on Monday. On Mondays. That's because this usually the day I stream, which is Tuesday, is when I do my art. However, I actually have plans this Tuesday, notably which include Wisebun. As I will be doing a repo collab with Wisebun and 5 other people. Which is like notably my first time ever doing a like repo collab live on air. I did do like I was playing repo with Spout for his birthday celebration, but there we go. That looks more. Gummy Goo rant after you see the video. I'll be honest with you, Costa. I do not have the brain power to Gummy Goo rant right now. Yes, it's gonna be a good time. There it is. This is exactly what I was. Here, let me pause. This is gonna be a good like eye refresher moment as well. Oh, you know what I didn't fucking do? I never flipped the canvas. Oh God Almighty. You can see him. Look at him. Look at the Gummy Goo off in the corner. Like he's got a little chomper. There it is. Yes, this is exactly the one, because it also ends with Gummy Goo exploding. I'll be honest with you. I didn't expect you to. I love him. I love Gummy Goo. He's very cute. But yeah, no. Yeah, so you know, if you wanna see me go full goober status, hang out tomorrow, because we'll be playing Repo. And from what I have played of it, it's a very fun game. So, you know. There we go. Ain't nobody gonna break my stride. Okay. I keep forgetting I added that. Well, you keep forgetting you added what? Like the Vine Boom? Oh, fucking Pregurby. Yeah, that's your fault. You know what? I guess I can't be too surprised that it's entirely within your modus operandi. Fucking, I hate Pregurby. I also hate Princess. What the fuck are these emotes you keep finding? I think I need like a priest. I think one of you needs to become a priest. I can't find a priest. The Catholic Church won't let me back in ever since the incident. Cursed is what they are. They really suck so much. Oh, that's a cute emote. Boggy, soggy. Okay, that's actually adorable. I love the little soggy char. To be honest with you, like I actually like love the design for Char. I should get a version of Starkey as a Char at some point, or maybe I should make that myself. Start gonna play Guild Wars 2. Welcome on to Doodle Den. Glad to have you. Shout out for the Doodle Den, aka Galvin. I don't think here's the thing. I bounce off of MMOs hard, so it's never gonna be me playing Guild Wars 2. It would probably just me being like, I like Char's Starkey, but Charkey morph. Guild Wars 2 has a no sub fee and the base game is free. Okay, so the biggest issue I have with the fundamental issue I have with a lot of MMOs is just the degree to which they are time sinks. Like I don't necessarily like my fundamental issue with World of Warcraft is not that it has a subscription. My issue with World of Warcraft is that I don't necessarily find it compelling, and also, if I actually want to engage with it, it's like a fucking 300-hour slog, like to get to like modern content. That's like every time everyone's like, "Oh, you should play Final Fantasy 14." It's like it's especially when people are like, yeah, the base game Final Fantasy 14 sucks shit, but like the DLCs are legendary, and I'm like, you are asking me to sit through like 80 hours of shit gameplay to get to the stuff that's actually worthwhile. The fuck kind of like, how do you people have this kind of time? Is this what it's like to have time management skills? I was just rather I'd rather just tell someone to try out the game itself. Is this the legendary time management skill? Like, and like, don't get me wrong. Like this, this is not me saying like, oh, like, MMOs are like intrinsically without merit or worth. Like, no, I'm not trying to say that at all. What I am saying is I am clearly too ADHD to have the time to spend playing MMOs. I know it's kind of weird asking a friend to play a game, but then straightforwardly telling them that part sucks seemed counterintuitive to try the game. Mostly I meet the linear stories for Final Fantasy XIV, that is. With my time in Guild Wars 2, it's a go-in-your-own-pace kind of game. And the base game is playable with friends aside from the X-Pack update, and the grind caps at 80, which doesn't take long to get to. Guild Wars 2 is my theme park game. I'll return when That's, like, I think, like, that's the fundamental thing, is, like, I would rather, like... I think, like, if I'm gonna pick up, like, a game that, like, I'm gonna spend a lot of time in, I want it to be something, like, I can, like, really, like, sink my teeth into, mechanics-wise. which is like why I somehow spent like fucking 300 hours playing like Skullgirls. Not that I'm trying to get you to play it, but just clarify. Yeah, no, I understand. It's just like you know, and like I never like I'm never like, oh, you know, like I wish I could, like, I do genuinely wish I could enjoy MMOs. You know, I just find them like very like like I'm a big proponent of like shorter, like really well thought out experiences, which is like why like some of my favorite games are like I'm a big fan of like a Little Gator Game, which is like a little bit of a shorter experience. A Short Hike is like another game I really, really adored. And I like games like that, where it's like it's just like this really, really short like experience that you could just be like, yeah. So I was less than the other MMOs out there. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Like you know, from like the fact that people are like, you know, are able to you know, play while working full-time jobs. Like it does seem like in regards to like the grind, Guild War 2's is a little bit more forgiving than a lot of other MMOs. I guess like also the other thing is just like MMOs from like a mechanic standpoint end up being very simplified, I suppose. You know? Or okay, some TV modes are Forsaken Ground. In a way, Guild War 2 has that, but the game has also a ton of nuance if you delve into the PvP stuff. Which is it. I'm the kind of person where like I'm aware that like I think like if I really got into like PvP, I would be super toxic, and I don't like that side of me. Like that is a side of me I actively try to suppress, which is why I very rarely play like PvP games. At the very least, like I don't play with friends. That we stand is understandable. It's not even necessarily like because it's I basically anytime I do PvP, I'm always like I have two modes while playing PvP games. Is that's bullshit, how dare you? And am I being a toxic asshole? and neither I feel like are particularly fun for me. Welcome on in, Gadget. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Why does it sound like they're saying pineapple? Oh, because they are. They are saying vagina pineapple. Gotcha. Welcome on, Gadget. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I really do curse the fact some days that I have functioning ears. Okay. I this feels like an Oceano song. It's because it is. Oh no, ear functions fine, processing power is low. Yeah, I'm just like I don't know. It's one of those like out of sorts days. My brain's like, I guess to be fair, like, you know, going to ISC, my brain's now processing like how the fuck do I function in polite society again? after being very gay, like for a solid 12 hours in a single day. I hate this song so much. It's that, and listening to the style of music makes you go, I haven't been drinking. Yeah, like this kind of stuff where I'm like, maybe I should drink more. Starkey Morph streams. Maybe I should drink more. This is my tagline at this point. So, and then, okay. I'm slowly figuring out the sauce when it comes to drawing Tums and Pecs. It's taken some time, but we're getting there. There we go. To be fair, like, this is still very much the sketch phase, so. Okay. We're getting somewhere. All right. Yeah, because I need to add the fluff here yet. Okay. Is the face right? I mean, okay, so it is mostly right, but here. I think having all of that there is like is making my brain really like two rounded objects that mold to the shape. So when stacked on another, you get the upper round oblonging to the lower round, if that makes sense. That makes sense. So it's something more like that. There we go. But, you know, that does make sense as far as like explanations go. Because it's the kind of like line that's like a huge pain in the butt. Here, let me erase this and see if I can figure it out fresh. You also have a pretty good depth perception with your work, so you don't have to be don't be afraid to exaggerate it. That's fair. Which is kind of wild to think about, because like I always feel like my pieces end up looking so flat. It's well to, I guess, to receive that kind of compliment, because in my mind I'm always like, yeah, it's everything I draw is like so flat. Or I guess it's like one of those things where it's like it's hard for me to see because all I can see is the issues. Like I can't like I objectively speaking cannot be objective about my own piece. This is absolutely an Oceano request. Oh, hold up. DA art jump scare. You know, to be fair, that's what I'm using for reference, which is also like I'm glad that it was that piece, because it could have been much you know, it could have been the accidental GIF slip. Casual taking a picture of DA as you should. Welcome on in, Kenny Guy. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. This is actually me primarily drawing DA. It's going all right so far. It's got some issues for sure, but am I the only soul here aside from you that plays Hausamu? Yes. Because the two of us are the only beings here who are fucking deranged enough to stick it out through the shit-ass gameplay. To get to the unironically really... I used to play Hausamu. I'm so fucking... Like, why does the story have to be unironically really fucking well written? True. Like, the story is unironically genuinely really good. But I also, like, I can't fucking recommend it. The main reason I played it. Yeah. It's like, I don't blame anyone who's like, yeah, I couldn't get into Hausamu. I'm like, I completely understandable. Because it also is the fucking case where it's like, the story sucks for, like... The story isn't... Oh, hold up a moment. Speaking of Hausamu, I accidentally hit the hotkey that brings up that image. But no, like, but then it stopped after I hit the part of the story that wasn't translated. It was just a visual novel, would be fine. I actually think it would do significantly better if it were a visual novel. I would like it more. I think I would like it substantially more. But you know, like this I wish so desperately that the game the gameplay was good. But also like the story, you know, as much as it does, you know, as much as I am glazing it a little bit, this, you know, the story does also suck for like the first 4 chapters, where every like issue is resolved by just kissing another boy, which is like, it's fine, but like there's the interesting ideas don't show up until like chapter 6. Like, it, you know, there's hints of it as early as chapter 4 with the Roppongi, but until that point, it's like wow, this sucks. This is like, it, you know, it sure is content. I think I've gotten to chapter 5-ish or something. The chapter where they reveal that it is a fucking time loop death game is a hell of a ride. And I'm so sad that like very few people actually get there, because it is understandably like the game is a bit of a brick wall for multiple reasons. Pardon? Yeah, it is a I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. It turns into a time loop death game. Like, unironically, also, we're about to run our last set of 3-minute ads. We run this every hour to turn off reels. People don't have to deal with ads as soon as they join the screen. Oceano can back me up. Oceano 100%. Like, it's revealed that you are trapped in a time loop in Japan where, like, as more people use the app that like is, you know, like time loop. Yep. There's so much interesting lore that gets revealed like after chapter 5, but it sucks so much to get through it. The genociders amp the scale and then boom, time loop reveal. Yep. Like, it is unironic. Don't, like, I honestly, if you can find all of, like, I think there might be a way to just read the story. If you can find that, I highly recommend it because it's genuinely well written. It'll make you hate Kirito even more than you thought you hated Kirito. Because everyone hates Kirito. Even the events are good. Yeah, the events are like also like genuinely well written too. Like this it is absolutely a game where like the story is held back 100% by the gameplay. And like I actually like I need to catch up on the story, but Kirito is a good sword boy. No, he's not. But you know, like if you can just read the I know Kirito from Sword Art Online. Gender dysphoria represented by, yeah, like unironically, like one of the most fascinating depictions of like gender dysphoria and the you know the trans existence with Astarte and Astaroth. You have, unironically, there is a fucking article written about how Hausamu has like one of the best like you know writing like you know modern retellings of a fucking Mesopotamian. Oh, what is Marduk from? He's Zoroastrianism, right? Like unironically, like better than has been retold in fucking any like piece of modern media. Marduk's character and like backstory is explained in fucking Hausamu. Babylonian, yeah, like Zoroastrianism, like that level of like, yeah, like no one talks about it, but like it's depicted here and it fucking kicks ass. Amelie Marduk is also like notably absolutely the Vorpick because he canonically gets eaten by a dragon and reborn every single day. Like after chapter 5 I stopped reading because I kind of like the gameplay and I figured I could read it later. But yeah, it's the kind of thing where it's like but I'm in chapter 7 now. I might be thinking of like one of the later chapters. I don't think, to be fair, some of the ideas are first introduced in chapter 5 because I think that's the I'm actually cooking Minecraft for once. Heck yeah. Fuck, what's it called? I can read chapters 5 through 7 now. Cause it's when you fucking Arc, Joan of Arc. I'm pretty sure it's a Joan of Arc reference, but like as soon as they're introduced, canonically genderless, by the way, like they use they them pronouns. All weebs know about the Zoroastrian history comes from Fate, and that's a good place to learn shit without a heart-bursting level of salt. To be fair, I'm slightly mad that they turned Beowulf, not Beowulf. They turned Gilgamesh and fucking Enkidu into twinks. I'm slightly annoyed at them for doing that. Because like those two absolutely like fucking like Gilgamesh fights a fucking like giant. He fights a giant fucking boar, and you drew him as a fucking gold-plated twink. Why? They did what? Yeah, Enkidu and Gilgamesh are both just various flavors of twink. Which, like, don't get me wrong, I twinks very attractive. The problem is, everyone's a fucking twink in that fucking. The only person who has any sort of beef to him is Alexander the Great. Notably, like, when he was, like, famous, like, historically speaking, he was, like, in his, like, mid to late teens. And you fucking put beef on him, but not fucking... The literal, like, beast man that fucked a lady for, like, a canonical, like, fortnight. Like, nah, that guy's gotta have some goddamn muscle on him. It's not the Silmarillion. What the fuck am I thinking? The Epic of Gilgamesh, is very, you know, it like most things about humanity is very horny. Yeah, so Enkidu gets trained into being a human, thanks to a courtesan and him boinking for like I think it's like a week. Monkey, where are you? I need your knowledge about the Epic of Gilgamesh. Enkidu is an androgynous twink because apparently he's summoned with his appearance mixed with a prostitute who was his pal in the stories. Oh god, what is her name? It's like, it's not Sahasrala. I can like kind of get that, because also like to some degree, but like there's like actually no forgiving what they did to Shamhat. That's it. I was like, I was pretty sure it started with an S. I just couldn't remember. I just, you know, but there is no excusing what they did to Gilgamesh. Okay, we're getting somewhere. It is looking very anime, I'm not gonna lie. And normally that's not what I'm trying to go for with my style. But I think we actually came to like a pretty natural ending point because the queue is empty and also it is 10 o'clock. So let's go ahead and wrap up. I'm going to go ahead and drop a save here so that way I don't forget. And let's see who's live so that way we can say hi. Let's see. This is the outro playlist. Yeah, thank you, Spotify. And let's see you. I think I'm gonna check to see if Thunderfang's members are alive. It's been a bit since we've raided into Bran. It's not often we get to raid into TK either, because TK usually is done before we're done. The question is he doing another round? I think he's currently in the process of wrapping up. He's been going for like 6 hours, so let's go ahead and play like actually, wait, Brand's playing with the water? Heck yeah. Thanks for the stream. Well, thank you for hanging out here. Let me open up let's see. Oh, hey. Wiz Lycos is live. He's the person I retweet a lot of his stuff. Oh, we could also raid into Tress. Let's raid in a new friend. I think so he speaks English, Spanish, and Japanese, which is kind of wild. Trilingual, but yeah. Anyways, let's go and get the raid message going. And let's raid into a fellow Thunderfang member. He does a lot of the werewolf stuff that I'm a big fan of, so it's kind of wild to think about, like, you know, being in a team with a bunch of people that I'm like, yeah, I love their art. Okay. I'm like, you know, let's send the raid now, because like he is at the very beginning, like in the middle of a match. So, but yeah, if this is your first time here, I'm Strikemorph, big at Chaos Growing Internet. Friday stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games, however, every Tuesday and Friday for the last year and a half, we've been learning to do smart. So, if you'd like to stay up to date with the stream, including when we'll be going live, drop a follow here, as well as the Blue Sky, is where I post my art, as well as art that I get commissioned, general ramblings, food pictures, which I made some chicken chili, which I need to probably take a picture of that, even though it's like not necessarily the most visually aesthetic thing I've ever made. It's pretty good. I have a YouTube if you'd like to catch one of the VODs there. I'm very backlogged on the YouTube. I've just have, like I said, like executive dysfunction has been a critical bitch recently. I have a Discord if you'd like to pop in there, Silent Sweet Beans, see the course content of Sweet Bean post. That's I don't even know my own fucking commands anymore. That's the level of like my god, my brain is not functioning today that I'm operating on. There's the YouTube, there's the Discord, and of course, if you'd like to pick up some coffee and help support the stream, that is the discount code. Discount code Starkymorph over at Dragon Roast Coffee. All right, I'm gonna send you all over a little bit early. I love you guys to bits, and I will catch you. Let's see, tomorrow. Yes, we're gonna be doing the collab with Wisebun, Mr. Snipey Wolf, and Nightlicken as well. So if you like those beans, come stop